The night I signed the contract, I thought life had finally turned. 25 million. More than money. Vindication. I wanted to see her face when I told her, but when I opened the door, she wasn't waiting with a smile. She was on our bed, her lips locked to my boss's, the same man who had fired me a week earlier. The champagne in my hand slipped. Neither of them noticed. I didn't shout. I didn't lunge. I watched. The man who destroyed my career. The woman who promised forever. Two betrayals in one frame. When she finally saw me, she gasped like a child caught stealing candy. But he smirked, like it was part of the punishment. That night, her parents called. They didn't comfort me. They told me I deserved it. "Maybe now you'll learn humility," her father said. I didn't reply. Humility wasn't what I was learning. The days that followed blurred. Whispers reached me. Her flaunting their affair. His smug grin at the office he stole from me. I walked through it calm, like a man sharpening a blade in silence. Betrayal is fuel, and I had enough to burn a city. The party was their victory parade. Crystal glasses, expensive laughter. Her hand looped through his arm as if I'd never existed. When they saw me across the room, they didn't hesitate. They mocked. Loud enough for the crowd to hear. "Look who crawled back, the jobless wonder." Her laughter cut sharper than his words. But I smiled, because my plan wasn't words, it was presence, and presence has weight. I waited until the chatter dimmed, until eyes shifted toward me. Then I turned slightly. The man beside me stepped forward into the light. Their lover, their shield, went pale. His glass slipped from his hand, shattering across marble. "Oh my God," he whispered. His voice cracked, carrying through the stunned silence. It's you." The room froze. Let me explain. When I lost my job, I didn't just sit in silence. I called the one person my boss feared most. A man whose name was spoken in corporate boardrooms like a curse. An investor with power sharp enough to break empires. A man my boss had betrayed years ago, stealing millions under a forged signature. And now, that ghost stood beside me. Their smirks collapsed. My wife's lover's face drained of color as the man placed a hand on my shoulder. It was no handshake. It was coronation. He raised his glass, eyes scanning the room. "Tonight, I celebrate a new partnership, one that will erase certain parasites." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Everyone knew who he meant. My wife's hand slipped from her lover's arm. She reached for me instead, desperation flickering in her eyes. But I didn't move. She wasn't reaching for me. She was reaching for the man I had become. And he didn't need her anymore. In days, the empire my boss had built crumbled. Contracts pulled, accounts frozen. His allies turned their backs. My wife's parents? They called again, but this time with fear. They begged me to reconsider, to help their daughter. I let the phone ring until silence consumed it. People ask if I enjoyed it, if watching them drown in the ocean they filled for me was satisfying. The truth? It wasn't joy. It was justice. She kissed the man who stole my life. So I stole his. Not with fists, not with screams, but with a signature. With a guest at my side. The last time I saw her, she tried to explain. "Please, I didn't mean to hurt you." Her voice cracked like glass under weight. I looked at her. "I know," I said, and walked away. That's the difference between us. She thought betrayal was power, but real power is silence. It's the moment when the crowd gasps, when the betrayer's face drains, when the world tilts in your favor without you raising your voice. That's what I carried from that night. Not rage, not grief, control. And the memory of his scream, trembling as he saw the man beside me. "Oh my God, it's you!"